Here's a few things I'm angry about. When MK suggested this poem, I had no idea how appropriate it would be until I saw one of my kids in handcuffs yesterday.
Oh.
Anyways, this is called Girl Cuffed. Girl Cuffed. Red spray paint hands, extra large, drunk girl hiding behind extra small bush. Even my friends laughed, picked up from Park Street Station, shamefaced and hanging over. Cuffed to the dumpster in the back of Cala Foods. Drunk again, I threw a ham in my flight jacket. Cuffed to 15 underage hands, a human chain snaking out and down, ass cold on concrete in the parking lot, head lit in the sparkle of Broadway nights. In the paddy wagon, I watched as they rifled through my girlfriend's bag of stolen lingerie in Seagram 7. Lucky girl, she'd been in the bathroom when the fire marshal came backstage. Cuffed downtown, LPs followed us from Macy's. We split and ran in Merrill's Drugs. Cop car doors stood open out the back. They threatened us with grand theft, called us malicious, and posted our cute bad girl Polaroids. Cuffed on Market Street, Island. I fought 2 LPs and a traffic cop, dropping my swollen bag of loot. They called it assault and theft. I was no longer a minor. Cuffed in a paddy wagon from North Station to 850, watching a junkie kick the doors, till actually, miraculously, the door bent and he slipped out, wafer thin, onto Tenderloin streets, shining and dirty to his next fix. Cuffed, face down, cheek on the yellow line, guns at my head, Cadillac Seville smoking behind me. Cuffed in the Banneker homes, Perp walked past my ex's rear window, bullet casings everywhere. All the neighbors said it was the big white girl. Cuffed behind my 66 Impala, pukey, juniper citrus smell of gin and juice spilled down my Carhartt. Walked heel to toe, counted fingers backwards until a second car pulled up, flashing G.I. Joe with a breathalyzer. Cuffed at the bottom of the stairs when the beer-soaked cop loosened his headlock on my kicking body. I hit the stairs running, straight into the waiting squad car. Police radios blaring, catch the girl in green. Cuffed on a frigid night in reverse, avoiding a roadblock on the Beltway, stripped of license and car, cursing frozen clouds, rip-throwing the pile of tickets, all that cold walk home. Cuffed in my living room, smart-ass cop trying to hustle me out with only socks in snow. Me, still public enemy #1 over a noise warrant. Oh. 528 Kate. It's all been done before. Art is dead, music is dead, protests marched into meaninglessness. My punk attitude fits in with my fear of everything. I never could dance, paralyzed by self-consciousness. My limbs simply stopped, like the Tin Man without oil. But I can slam like hockey in gym class. I use size and aggression to work it out. My clumsiness hidden by intent, afraid to show artistic side, crumpled and thrown out with everything. I only bear essentials, hustle beer and booze, drink everything. A mat on the floor I share with all my homeless friends, fry on acid, trail cigarette embers, my floor littered with butts, dumbed down to hate everything. Street toughness, again, I use height to quell questions of validity. No one asks a bald-head giant where she's from, what she's done. Just 15 behind my mask of indifference, sucking bottles dry to find words, actions. I am not responsible for anything. In these Reaganomic times, stuck in special ed classes, institutional boiler rooms, with the others who are falling through the cracks, some fresh off the boat, still better at mathematics than I. Every year I am back in a class of fractions, numbers flow past me, and I am back at square one, never learn anything. Cutting class turns to days, roaming up and down the hate in search of drink and attention from the right one. Slouching on stoops, maybe lucky enough to go to his place while his girl is out. Or take him home past my roommate's disapproval. I spit at everything. House cleaning, school, work, couple of dollars of food stamps, spare change for malt liquor buzz. I sit grimy on sidewalk, head swimming in cold Pacific fog. Every day it pours down this street, flushing sober people back to warm apartments. I am high, just getting started. The city twinkles, fuzzy and beautiful in my eyes, diminishes my size, and I love everything. Nothing planned, nobody's parenthood. In the waiting room, Long faces sandwiched by dreary walls. Couples sit hunched into each other, whispering lament, daydreaming what if, mostly wanting to get it over with. It's an end to a beginning, a relief from the sickness, exhaustion, and hunger. It comes loaded with fear. The wait is long. They take you in, then send you back. You wait. Many times you waver, stare longingly at the exit. My man couldn't take it, said the room, the whole vibe was making him nauseous. He hid in the car, passing hours. I stay, eyes wide, wait for impact. Death of cells or death of souls. My little bean-shaped child taking up some gray area on the ultrasound screen. No woompa-woompa heartbeat or tiny waving hands. On the table, I feel like meat. Bloody butcher paper scrunched under my bare, shamed ass. First, we spread our legs, get into trouble. Then we spread our legs to get out. The table is stained like me. It's seen a lot of traffic. I say goodbye to a red lump in an emesis basin, feel all that's shitty about being a human, being a woman, about having choices and not having options. I don't know how these doctors do it, set their teeth and go about the work. They tell themselves it's life-saving, and I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm just saying I don't think I'm the only one here, even more afraid of the dirty feeling than the pain. Imagine days, miles of regret. Imagine children that shine like a full moon, like a heat wave in January, pure, confusing sunshine. But here on planet Earth, I go through with the procedure, head fuzzy on the exam table. The decision has been made. And though he says he doesn't hold it against me, some days he describes the bare feet on wood, sound of first steps. The way they speed up when they see you, little faces held close, the scent, the breath of a tiny, flawless you. And he told me, after it was done, that he would have taken the baby everywhere, gotten up every night, even if it was all night. But there is no more baby to wake us. He just don't understand. When I run to the kitchen, throw things, smash chairs, dishes, the wooden rungs crack. I splatter hot sauce on the cabinets, long to throw it in his face, and I chant, "You have no idea how crazy I am," while I break up my own shit. The bitch. The bitch came out on my birthday. Had a tantrum in the pharmacy mirror. The face looking back didn't match what she envisioned. A hip-hop kid, fresh Adidas and lip gloss. Instead, a tired, somewhat gray-haired 39-year-old stared back, halfway dead. I gave up on natural foundation, the thing I had come for. A compulsive splurge on my day. I grabbed up some perfume, cheerful even on old ladies. Passed up the wrinkled creams, too much to admit. Went home to my sweet, sweet man, but the bitch wasn't happy. Dragged her face into the house, irritated with the mess he was making while cooking her feast, anxious about his drinking. I tried to cover for her, show him the gratitude he deserved. He proudly brought out gifts and cake, but when he went to the store, she resurfaced, a little drunk now and getting uglier. Insecurities rumbling up, falling through fault lines. She sat staring angrily at a movie called May. May wanted to eat her new boyfriend and girlfriend too. They pulled back bloodied stumps from her smiling red mouth. The bitch started crying, sick and afraid that she was a monster like May. I wanted to turn it off, to change the channel and the mood, but she was glued. Alcohol doing all the wrong things, snotty and tearful. When he returned with the garlic bread, I tried to clean her up. She didn't leave. Some parts of her remained, leaning through the door jambs, hating herself and me, tender breasts, worried PMS could be pregnancy, that she wouldn't want the baby, she'd hate him for it, leave him like all the rest. That even garlic crab and birthday cake couldn't make her happy. My birthday. Oh.